Well, based on the requirements that a person needs to meet in order to obtain DACA, these are students, these are people who don't have any criminal backgrounds. In order to be a DACA recipient, they can't have any criminal backgrounds. So I think, these are people who are trying to make something out of their lives. They're seeking the American dream.
When it comes down to it, I feel that immigrants in general aren't demanding for every right that citizens have. It's just the basic rights to work, provide for their family, get attainable housing, and all these things. So I just feel that it's more of the basic rights that immigrants demand.
We're all humans, right? Look at the humanity of everything. Just because somebody drew an imaginary line a long time ago doesn't make them any less of people than people on the other side of some imaginary line. You get me? We're all humans. We all got to look out for each other.
Just speaking in general about my students who I deal with on a daily basis, they're students who are brought to this country who are seeking an education, something that they are not able to obtain in their native country. They're very they try to overcome their language barriers every day, trying to improve, and most importantly, they're trying to be successful and they're trying to accomplish high school.
I graduated high school. I was a teen parent, graduated high school, and then at the time when I graduated high school, we didn't have the DACA, and because of that, I didn't know if there was any other programs. I didn't ask because, number one thing, I was afraid if I'd ask and they knew that I was an immigrant here, and I was here illegally, and I thought, the minute I asked a question at the JC, just as further as at the JC, that I thought, for sure they're going to call somebody, and somebody, immigration, police, or ICE was going to come and get me. So that's the one thing that if I wasn't illegal here, and if I had the help then at the time, like a DACA, I would continue my school.
I would want people to tap into their compassionate side and understand, where these kids came from, the situation they were in when they came. Understand that there are tens of thousands, if not more, people in this country who this is the only country they know. And to send them back to where? They don't know where they would be being sent back to. They don't have connections, they don't have networks, they don't have a life, they don't have memories, they don't have anything from this place that we would be supposedly sending them back to. So, trying to tap into that compassionate kind of side of people's nature is what I would like to do. Make that emotional connection, I guess.
Definitely people need to speak up, pressure members of Congress to keep this program going, and then pushing it on Congress's agenda in general would be the way to go, I guess.
DACA, it's life-changing. We need DACA. DACA is super important to these kids. It opens up so many opportunities to them. It's that's what makes me so sad that these DACA students, we call them DACA-mended, right? They put all their faith in the U.S. government, told them their addresses, everything, right? Because they were going to get that deferred action. Yet the government just goes, no, different person, no. And now they have all the information on all my students. It's really upsetting. It's we put a lot of faith in the government, only for the government to betray us like that. It hurts a lot of my students, and I feel for them.
I do feel if you have a desire to help other people who are your neighbors, your peers, your family members that did not have the same opportunities as you, sort of advocating for them, even if they can't themselves, because a lot of people aren't ready to go to all these marches and protests in fear of getting discovered or something.
Protect our dreamers, man. That's the future. That's straight up the future. We got to protect our dreamers. That's it.